Best me and lowest me. So before we begin, Scott here from Walsh Performance. Take a moment to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Walsh Performance. So you're probably wondering, what is best me and lowest me? So what I'm trying to do, and what I'm trying to do when I cover this topic, is go over ways to help bring unconscious habits that you may be doing now that are sabotaging you to conscious, which is going to help you come to the realization of what you're doing and then help you put your best foot forward. So the reason I call it best me and lowest me is because you think about it like, what I'm going to get you to do is we make this list. So you take a piece of paper. I don't know if I have any paper around it at the moment. Probably have a sheet here. So we have a sheet here. If I have a pen. And so I have a pen. There we go. So we're going to take a sheet of paper. And what we want to do is we would split that sheet of paper up in a line of two, or just a small portion. And on one side you would go best me, and then on the other side you would go lowest me. And what you want to do is, first and foremost, write down what the lowest you would normally do. So get up late, drink too much coffee, not do my workout today, put off my training this week, not follow my diet, not eat well, don't eat enough fruit, things along those lines. And then on the opposite page, you would just generally do the opposite of that. And you start, it could be things like not going to sleep early, staying up late. And on the other end of the spectrum, you have best me, which focuses on going to bed early, getting up early, say things like take time to meditate. And you start putting that on a piece of paper so you can see what's going on, right? And if you start to see it and you start to realize that, and you say day by day, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna set it up like a challenge. So we're gonna bring our conscious thoughts to conscious, and then we're gonna take those thoughts or those daily habits that we're doing that might be bad for us and start making ourselves better. So what you can do is you kind of make this as like a 30-day challenge for yourself. And so each day you can actually come back here in the comment section, just type down hashtag best me. And every day you take, depending on how busy you are, take that list and you write down 3 to 5 things, say 3 to 5 things that are the lowest me, and then kind of the opposite, what the best me would do. And the more you write that down, the more you start to see it in daily, your brain will start to kind of process this, and you'll start focusing on making these changes. And that might not all happen right away, but at least you're bringing it to your conscious thought, because a lot of our day, just think about it, I'm just going to say, for example, like 95% of our day are running on unconscious habits. Like, you're not going to go out and drive a car, and if somebody's talking to you, you have to stop the car because you have to put all your focus on the person talking to you. There's a lot of stuff that we focus on that we do unconsciously. So most of our day is done from unconscious thinking. So if we start bringing those unconscious thoughts to our conscious and what we're doing that may be sabotaging us, and we start to put it towards what the best me would do. What is the best you? What is you at the highest energy? What would you do? And this is where a lot of the issues come from, like relating to obesity and all that, because we don't want to get out of our comfort zone, and people have this there's all this acceptance going on, and people are neglecting their own fitness because they just want to accept who they are without trying to better themselves or focus on making themselves healthier, which is very troubling in today's society, because you see it, there's a lot of acceptance groups out there. So if you're constantly just focusing on those unconscious habits that keep you unhealthy, this isn't going to increase your chances of obesity and all the health related risks of obesity that are completely preventable. And this is where the situation is going. So what I'm trying to do is help you with a mindset technique that is extremely powerful, that's going to help line you up with your best me, as I call it, your highest energy. And that way you can start to focus on that and making those changes. And the more you write that down, the more you see it, the more you'll start making those changes, right? Because you look at what lowest me is doing, you go, oh, geez, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, especially if you want to get better. And you start making those changes, you start focusing on what you've taken from the unconscious to the conscious. And then you start making those good habits unconscious. Again, because you're actually writing it down and seeing it. And this is kind of the benefit with like journaling and all that, why it works so well for a lot of people, because you're actually writing it down and seeing it in front of you. So I want you to take this. I want you to do a challenge, and below in the comments, I want you to write down. I'm going to ask you a question. What does the best me? Just say two things. What does the best me do and the lowest me do? So write down two things on each, and let me know. And then over the next 30 days, make that list. Depending on how busy you are, it could be in the morning or in the evening, and you write down 3 to 5 things that the lowest me and the best me would do. And you remind yourself of what the best me would do, and you start striving forward to what the best me would do, because you know what the best you can do. You know, there's a lot of times we make up excuses in our own mind, which keeps us at the lowest me, because we don't want to go out of that comfort zone to make us better. We're comfortable where we are, which is, in most cases, you shouldn't be. You should all be striving to get better. And if we start doing that and you start making those changes, you're going to make big leaps just from making these small changes. So come back to this video, and every day you do it, in the comment section, just write down #bestme. Let me know how it goes. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. I hope this helps. Let's ring in the new year by doing this. I want you to really, I'm doing this too. I do this every day now. And it helps you make big strides, because, like, again, I'm telling you, once you start to write down what the lowest me is doing, you start to go, oh, well, I need to make changes in these areas very quickly. So let's do it. Let's start this challenge over the next 30 days. If you have any questions, reach out, leave a comment. I'll ask the question in the comments. And yes, going forward, 2020, let's rock and roll. Let's start pushing you towards the best me. Again, take a moment to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Walsh Performance, and leave a like and a comment below, and we shall talk to you very soon. All right, have a great Christmas and a great New Year.